Good morning, good Saturday morning, everyone. This is my lovely assistant, if you couldn't tell, Mr. Bones here. Hopefully you got a laugh out of that. Anyway, he's gonna go and hide off in the corner. Today's workout is going to be a traditional Tabata style workout. So we're gonna use the traditional 20-10 scheme, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest between exercise, or actually between sets or reps of each exercise. We're gonna do 6 exercises. We're gonna go for 8 total rounds. So today's gonna be kind of high volume and high intensity. However, the overall workout is only going to be about 30 to 40 minutes. What we'll need for today is you'll need your body weight. You'll need a band or two. If you don't have a band or two, that's okay. You can utilize your body weight for all of the exercises rather. We're designing it that way on purpose. And if you have extra weights or something like that you want to utilize during the workout, that is completely okay. And our warm-up today is going to be about 5 to 7 minutes. All right, we're gonna need a foam roller if you have it. If you don't, of course, always we're gonna utilize, turning my back to the camera, we'll utilize crocodile breathing to get you moving. So I'm gonna demo that first. So crocodile breathing, you're gonna go ahead and put your hands on top of each other, forehead on your hands, and breathe in your stomach and out. For those of us who have a foam roller, we're going to go ahead and go with what I like to do first. Roll out the glutes. You're going to sit on the roller, cross your legs, and roll. I'm just going to go back and forth, rolling up and down here. We're going to go about 10 reps or so. Again, I like to do foam rolling before the workout because I believe it improves our muscle tissue quality and movement quality before we start to work out. There's arguments before and against it. I'm very much for it. I'm for both before and after the workout. I think I forgot to say we're switching. We're going to keep going here, good 20 seconds or so, 10-ish reps on each side. All right, now we're going to go lat muscle, the big muscle right behind the armpit. We're going to just go back and forth, up and down here. Ooh, find a good spot that kind of hurts. I'm just going to keep going here. I'm actually rotating back and forth right now. It's a little bit more advanced technique that you can join in on or continue to go up and down with. And of course, we will switch sides now. You want to move, make sure you're pushing with your feet into the ground to move up and down. Should feel a pretty good massage in that lat. Again, if you want to rotate back and forth, you can do that as well. Ooh. And now we're going to do quad. We're going to roll our quad up from the top of the knee to the bottom of the hip. Just up and back, up and back. If you do feel any spots that kind of hurt, those are the spots that you want to focus on. Those are the spots that need to be released. And switch legs. Should feel pretty good. It should hurt, but not too much. And when it does hurt, it shouldn't feel like you're in actual pain. It should feel like a good massage going on. And if you need more pressure, you can always take the other leg off the ground and roll back and forth this way. All right, that concludes the foam rolling. Now we're going to do the rest of the warm-up. We're going to go ahead and nice long stride, back foot on the floor. We're going to come up, stretch out the front of the hip, and then we're going to lean into that actually. Come forward, and then we're going to straighten out the front leg, bend the back knee, and come down for a hamstring stretch. If you need to keep the foot on the ground, you can. Additional stretch with toes in the air. Come back up and back down. Back up and back down. That's 3. Back up and back down. That's 4 and 5. Let's go ahead and switch sides. All right, we're gonna go lean it forward and come in on down, lean it forward, get that stretch. You should feel a stretch in the hip and the calf, and back down. Lean it forward. This is going to be number 4. And here we go for number 5. All right. Now what we're going to do is laying on your side, we're going to go knees to 45 degrees from us and our hands directly in front of us. We're going to clamshell. If you have a band, you want to use a band, you can. For the warm-up purposes for today, I'm just going to use no weight at all. We're just going to rotate our knee up in the air. Feet are going to stay together, and we're going to come back down. Feet up in the air, and not feet, knee up in the air and back down. Squeeze and back down. That's 3, 4. We're gonna do A-lees. 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, we're gonna switch sides here. Feet up close to the butt, knees to 45 degrees, just like we did. Knee up and down. Knee up and down. Knee up and down. That's 3 and 4 and 5. Really squeeze the glute. And 6, 7, and 8. All right, perfect. So I'm going to slide back to my original position here. Next one we're going to do is glute bridge. We're going to go hips up. And for today, we're going to actually do a glute march. So we're going to go one leg up and switch and switch and switch. Just going to hold the hips up the entire time here. You're going to keep the knee that's up bent to 90 degrees. You're not straightening it out at all. Just a different way to activate the glutes here than what I've done in the past. If you're having a hard time holding your feet or your hips up while you're alternating, go ahead and just hold. That's completely fine. And relax. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to stay in position here. I almost forgot shoulders. We're going to do floor slides. We're going to keep the arms on the ground, just like we would on a wall slide. So it's the same exact position. We're going to press the low back to the ground. We're going to come up in the air and down. We're going to come up in the air and down. And keep sliding. If you're on like a carpet or something like that and you're having a hard time with sliding up and down, just go ahead and find a good position where you're getting a good stretch and just kind of let it stretch out. But if you have a slidey floor like me, go ahead and take advantage and move up and down here. And up and down. Just keep moving here. Just go as far as you can. Don't let your arm pop off the ground. Keep that lower back on the ground as well. If anything else moves off the ground, either your low back or your forearm or your hand, go back the other direction. All right. Next thing we're going to do, spider lunge. So we're going to go almost push-up position here, and we're going to take one hand or one foot, put it next to the hand, and rotate towards that front foot. And then we're going to switch sides and rotate the other way. And left side, and rotate, right side, rotate. And then as you're rotating, you're going to use your abdominals to rotate. So it shouldn't be your shoulders initiating that rotation. It should be your core muscles. And rotate, and switch, and rotate, and switch, and one more each side, and good. All right, now we're gonna go body weight squat. So we're just gonna go feet about shoulder width apart. And then you're just gonna squat as low as you can, stand up, squat as low as you can, stand up. We're gonna do 8 of these. So we're on 5, and 6, 7, and 8. Good work. All right, now we're gonna go lateral lunges. We're gonna go side to side. You're gonna feel like you're squatting on one leg, and side, and other side. Side, and other side. You're gonna feel your glute work as you push yourself the other direction and sink into that bottom hole. All right. We got a couple more on each side. If you don't want to hold on to your thighs, you want to make it a little more challenging, just put your hands in front. And now we're going to go one leg deadlift. Again, if you need to do both legs on the ground to mimic that deadlift, go for it. If you want a stagger stance, you're not quite ready for that bouncing one leg, go for it. If you're feeling ambitious but still not quite ready, make sure you grab onto something and push your hips forward. If you're not quite ready or don't feel comfortable, don't try the full version. I don't want anybody trying to do it and falling over or anything like that. I'm going to go with the right leg first. We're going to drive that back leg up, and then hips through, back leg up, hips through. You're going to lead with your hips first. Whoops. Even I lost my balance on that one. If you lose your balance a little bit, you're challenging yourself, and that's a good thing. 5, and we're just going to do 6 on this, and 6. All right, we're going to switch sides, switch legs. That is also my involved hip, not so good hip side. So sometimes it doesn't like that, doing that motion. Here we go. Hips back and through, leg back and through. If you need to pull your hands up into the air, coming up into a wide position, you can also hold your hands down as well. That's what I'm doing. Hands up will improve your posture. So you find yourself running your backs. This is the last one, by the way. All right. So we are going to be getting into the workout now. I'm only going to demo. And if you need to get a drink of water, get the drink of water. I'm going to get one in a second before we get moving. We're only going to do 6 exercises. Again, it's 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. This is probably the least amount of rest we've done since I've been showing videos. So this is going to be a pretty big challenge just because there's not going to be a lot of rest. In between each exercise, so we're going to do the same exercise over and over for a straight set until all 8 rounds are done. We're going to have about 90 seconds of rest in between each exercise. So I'm going to show the exercises as we go. First one is going to be a burpee or a squat thrust. We've been doing these in the other videos, but just a demo again. Squat thrust, hands down, feet back, feet up. Just standing up is considered the squat thrust. Jumping in the air at the end is the burpee. And if you want to do a burpee with a push-up at the bottom or squat thrust with a push-up at the bottom, go ahead and go for it. It's going to slow you down a little bit, but it'll make the exercise a little more challenging. And before we get moving, I'm going to get some water. And not exactly, I need to figure out being able to play music and my timer at the same time. I haven't figured that out yet. So hopefully you guys have music going in the background. We're gonna get moving here in about 5 seconds. Be ready for it. 2, 1, up. Keep going. Again, if you want to add that push-up in. And time. So that's round number 1. We got about 10 seconds rest. We're going to go at it again. And 2, 1, go. Go as fast as you can here. And time. If you need additional rest, take it. If you need to take a split second to rest, shake anything out, do so. And here we go. Here we go. We're gonna feet back, feet forward, stand up. Try not to sag your hips at the bottom. Heart rate should be pretty high for this. If you need to slow it down, slow it down. Here we go. About midway through. And time. All right. And go. Go at your pace. Again, if you want to do a push-up with it, go for it. The push-up will slow it down a little bit. All right. Just a few more rounds left here. Again, if you need to modify something I forgot to show, hands down and walk it back and in. Walk it back and in. I should have showed that at the beginning for those that might not be able to follow along. All right. And here we go. Wow. All right. We have just one more round. Last round. Don't hold anything back now. Again, feet. I typically like the feet to go outside the hands, but if you have any mobility restrictions, that might not happen. All right, we got our about 90 seconds of rest now. So get some water. Now, the burpees or the squat thrusts are done and out of the way. You don't have to worry about those again for the rest of today. Our next exercise is going to be a side plank hip drop, and we're basically just going to do 4 and 4 like a giant superset. So we're going to go hip drop all the way down, all the way up. You're going to also go from the knees, modified version as well, and I'll show that when you first get moving here. Again, go at your pace. Don't let my pace dictate what you're doing. If you need extra rest or you need to stop and shake it out for a second during the workout, go for it. And we got 10 seconds left. Go ahead and get ready for the exercise here. I'm gonna give myself a little padding, and I said I was gonna do the modified version first, and I will do that. Knees bent, legs, feet bent behind you, just going up and down. You can put your hand on your hip or keep that hand up and down. Either way, just gonna keep making that movement. And then we're gonna switch sides. All right. I should probably, I'll just face away from the camera for this, just because I'm being too slow. Again, the feet are behind you. If you're doing the modified version, go from the feet to the full version. All right, I'm gonna switch back. This time, full version. You can stack the feet or stagger them, either way. Or if you just wanna hold the position, you can always hold the position. Again, elbow directly under the shoulder. Don't let it slide up. And switching sides. Here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna stagger my feet. You can top them as well. Here we go. Drop all the way down, tap, and come back up. Hip should be all the way forward. All right. Then we're gonna go ahead and switch back here. All right, round number 3 for each side. You can hold if you want. I'm just gonna go ahead and do that for this round, just to demo, but you can keep going, hip drop. This is gonna be perfectly as hard as well, because we're taking away the break. All right, and other side. And up. Here we go. Hold that position if you're holding, or keep doing the hip drop. Either way, should be a challenge either way. Keep breathing, breathing into the stomach. Should be able, being able to breathe makes, lets you know that you're able to hold and own the position. And we're going back to hip drops. 1, 2. Here we go, all the way down, all the way up. Go at your pace. Ooh, wow, I'm just gonna burn out a little bit. Just a couple left. And time, switching sides. All right, this will be the last round. And hips up. And here we go. Wow. All right. Get some water. You're gonna hear the ding go off again. That's just the 10-second break. So the rest is divvied up between 3 seconds. It's a 10-second break from the last round, the giant break of about 70 seconds, and then 10-second warning to get through to the next exercise. All right, third exercise, crab dance or a leg curl. I'll give a couple different variations here that you can choose from. Just depends on if your shoulders are okay. If you have good shoulders, we can do the crab dance. Modified is just the feet. Next level up is tap the knees. And then further version is tap your foot. If you don't have shoulders that are gonna hold up on that, just go ahead and do the glute march like we did. Or if you have something slidey that you can slide on linoleum with or on a rug with, then we can do leg curls. So either of those is fine. And we got, I believe it was 10, that was the 10-second mark, yep. So you just gotta get ready for the next round here. And here we go. So we're gonna tap the foot, tap the knee, or modify, just kick the feet, our knees rather. My towel is sliding on me here, so I'm gonna just regress a little bit. This one is probably only gonna be heart racing if you do the full version. I put that here on purpose in the middle of the workout. We start off with something rather heart racing. This is going to give us some glute activation. All right, that's 2. And of course, the faster we go with this, the harder it's going to be. All right, tapping the feet, tapping the foot, or again, tap the knee if that's what you can do, or just kick the leg out if that's all you can do. Or if you need to modify to the other exercises, go for it. All right. All right, that was round 3. We're going to round 4. All right, be ready for it. Here we go. Ooh, whoa, almost lost some balance. All right, we're tapping the foot, tapping the foot. Again, the faster you go, the harder it's going to be. All right. And for demo purposes, I'm going to start going into some of these other exercises. You can keep doing the same one if you want. I'm going to go leg curls. Leg curls. So for those of you who want to follow along with a leg curl, go ahead and go for it. Hips up first and curling. All right. Couple more rounds here. And go. You can also keep the hips up and alternate. If you have 2 separate sliders or one long enough one like I do. All I'm using is a t-shirt, but you can use a towel. You can use, if you have a rug. Oh, keep going. Thought we were done. If you have rugs and you have those little furniture mover slider things, those will work. And of course, you can always buy some. They're specifically for exercise. Here we go. Don't hold back here. Wow. And alternate if you want to or think you should. And then we have Just, I think, one more round here. If I'm not mistaken. Maybe my count's off. Sometimes I don't know how to count. Uh-oh. Sweat. And here we go. Hips up, hips up. Whew. Should be, and if you need to slide, push hips up and let your legs go down. You can do it that way too. See if my count was right. Yep, my count was right. Get some water. All right. That was the first 3 exercises down. We're halfway through the day today. Next one, we're gonna go ahead and do shuffles or lunge jumps. I'm gonna give you the option of either or. So with the shuffles, of course the bands don't wanna cooperate with me here. You can put a band around the knees and shuffle along, side to side. That's gonna be pretty challenging. Or if you wanna do lunge jumps, or if you just need to go regular reverse lunges, you can do those as well. Lunge jumps are gonna get your heart rate up even more. But for those of us who should not be jumping with our knees, go ahead and just go through the motion. We got 10 seconds here. I'm gonna do half and half, so I'm gonna do 4 rounds of lunges, 4 rounds of shuffles. And here we go. And jump into it, jump into it. Again, if you need to slow it down and just do quickly, you can also do all one side as well. I meant to do the version of jumps. There you go. And of course, if you want to do just a split lunge, like if you have bad knees or something like that, you can't go all the way down and you can't go very quickly, just do all one side and then switch. Go alternatively. You can always stop in the middle too. This kind of slows it down a little bit, but if you need to do the lunge jumps, go for it. I'm gonna do 2 more rounds of those, and then I'm gonna do the shuffles. Here we go. Feel free to make your pick on whatever it is you wanna do. Again, if you wanna go straight into the jumps, if your joints are well enough to do so, go for it. It's definitely a quad burner. And do 1 more round like that. Again, as quickly as you can. My hip doesn't necessarily like the jumping part. Wow. And that's it for me for those. I'm gonna do the next 4 rounds with a band, shuffle. So for those of us that need to do something a little bit lighter or less intense, this is definitely gonna be a good one to do. You're gonna float side to side. That band around the knees should make it a lot more challenging. If you need to make it more challenging, like I'm going to do for the next round, band around the ankles or the shins. Shins first, then ankles. Shins a little more challenging than the knees, and then of course ankles the most challenging. Quick little steps, quick little steps. All right, that was 2 rounds down with that. We got 2 rounds left. And here we go. And side to side, side to side. Should be burning up the glutes pretty good. And getting the heart rate up at least a little bit. Oh, I'm gonna jog back to the other side there. Whew, my buns are on fire. I don't know about yours. Again, here we go. As you're doing this, if you do need to slow it down, just do the steps, do so. Shoulders should be gliding back and forth. You can put your hands up like I'm doing if you need to. You should not be doing this at all. Should all be your legs moving. You're gonna pretend like you're a basketball player and you're shifting with your offender. All right, another drink of water. We're gonna be going into that, we just started that 90 seconds of rest. All right, good stuff. Now we're gonna go into band jacks. So 2 ways to do this. If you have a lighter band, like I have this giant TheraBand, I've done these in the previous videos. You can do it this way, where you're here, or up and down. If you don't have that, or your shoulders are shot, if your shoulders are shot, you can cross it and in and out. You can do just the in and out if you don't have a band. Or if all you have is the small band, go ahead and put that small band around the knees, and we're gonna go ahead and go in and out again. Either way is gonna be fine. I'm probably going to do, I am going to do a combo of everything, different versions throughout the workout, just to make sure. We got 10 seconds to prepare here, so get yourself ready to go. Wipe off your sweat, like I need to do. And go, get moving, here we go. And here we go. That band is just gonna add a little bit of resistance. It's gonna make it that much more tougher. Here we go. You're gonna go at your pace here. I'm not counting for you. Again, we're going 20 seconds. All right. Shoulders are gonna get a pretty good workout on this one if you're utilizing this version. And go. Here we go. Ooh, watch out for that. The band, or this kind of rolled up on me. So I'm just gonna get going here with this second version. All right, 10-second break. We're gonna get into the third round here. And here we go. Again, feet in and out, arms up and down. If you need to take a sec for a breather, readjust, go for it. If anything, your shoulders are probably tiring out before anything. But this is certainly a heart racer. And go. Make sure that band stays under your feet. If you feel it rolling up at you at all, go ahead and stop and readjust. Wow. And here we go. Just a couple more left. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and switch to the small band. It's basically gonna eat up all my rest. And here we go. Feet in and out. Go as quick as you can. You can still go through the motion if you want, of the arms up and down. There's just no weight here. Or if you want to go like in and out with the arms, make it more rhythmic. There we go. Get the entire body involved. And go. I'm gonna keep the arms low this time. Go as fast as you can here. Of course, if you need a little more resistance, band around the feet, in and out. You want to get as fast as you can here. All right. We got just a couple more rounds. I think one more actually. A couple more. We got like a couple more rounds here of this. Let's count. It's okay, my timer's counting for me. Get all those as fast as you can. Hands in and out, arms in and out. All right. Again, you don't need a band to do this. You can certainly do this without any resistance. Just resistance is gonna make it that much harder. Here we go. In and out, in and out. And of course you can go no arm movement, so if you have any shoulder issues, you have no arm movement. And of course, something I should have shown, and that was it, is if you need to just to kind of step in and out if you have any knee issues or anything like that. So, that is break time now. We have one more exercise to get through. We're going to be doing band or regular mountain slider. And we're going to show that here in a second. So with a band, I'm going to put the band around the knees, and then mountain climber or slider. So mountain slider will be with a sliding material. And push-up position, mountain slider. That band's going to increase intensity. And of course, if you don't have the band, don't use the band. You can still do the same thing. If you don't have a slider, just go regular mountain climber. And I'm gonna do a couple of rounds with and without the bands. We got about 20 seconds or 15 seconds left of the break. And then we're gonna get moving with the round here. So we got about 7 seconds. Get in position. And here we go. So mountain slider, gonna go in and out. All the way in, all the way out. Keep the knees low to the ground. Yeah. Wow. That was a challenging one. Again, if you need to make a modification, you can just hold the plank. So you can hold the plank. You can do a double knee in too if you want to. If you're on a slider, that is. Not going to be able to do that if you don't have a slider. Whew. And here we go. Whew. Oh man, is that burning. Wow. Keep going. If you need a breather, take it. Get back into it. All right. If you need a little bit longer than the 10 seconds of break, take it. And here we go. Wow. You need to regather yourself, regather yourself. Yeah, finish it strong here. All right. All right. We're about halfway through the rounds here. And you can go double knee in if you want. If you have a slider. I'm getting cooked with every set here. Perhaps a lighter band would have been more suffice. All right. I'm actually gonna pop up and take the band off. If that's the appropriate thing to do, then do it. And there you go. Wow, it feels kind of weird now without the band on. Oh. Finish it out, finish it out. All right, just a few more sets left. That's definitely a challenge for sure. And here we go. Mountain climber. Go regular mountain climber again if you are don't have a slider. For me, the slider helps with my hip. And just a few more rounds, I think one more or two more rounds here. Here we go. In position, and go. I'm gonna move up a tad here. Hit something. Wow. I think we have one more round. Nope, that was it. That was all the rounds. Time we're about to go off here. All right, prepare to cool down. That was all of the exercises for today. It being like a really high intense day with such a short amount of rest, I didn't want to go too long with this. I didn't feel like it needed to be 45 minutes of work. First thing we're going to do is just a basic hip flexor stretch. So I'm going to go ahead and flip my towel just so I have a little bit of padding on my knee. We're just going to lunge forward. Again, we're from here. I'm just going to go ahead and hold one side up and over. Just going to breathe into the stomach and out. In and out. In. With this, you're going to stay tall. Keep leaning forward and out. In and out. In and out. Last one. In and out. All right, let's go ahead and switch sides here. Oop, well, the towel's kind of long. All right, just gonna lean in. Again, arm up, lean it to the side or bend to the side a little bit if you feel like you need to. If you're getting a pretty good stretch here, right here in the hip flexor, then just stay where you're at and then just breathe in and out. In and out. In and out. Again, my hands on my stomach because I want to know that my diaphragm is working and pushing my stomach out. In and out. Last one. In and out. All right. Now we are going to go back, flip the towel down. We're going to lay on our back here. We're going to go to that same exact exercise for shoulders that we did in the warm-up, the floor slide. Let's go gently, low back to the ground, gently up and down. Keep the hands keep the forearms and your hands and elbows on the ground. And we're just going to breathe in on the way down. Breathe in and come down. Again, feel your belly rise and then breathe out on the way up. In and out. Again, we're going to keep our low back to the ground the entire time. In and out. In in and out. Last one, in and out. And then of course, what we're gonna do lastly, like we usually do, is just diaphragmatic breathing. We're just gonna stay in hook line position here because we're already here. And then we're just gonna, if you can, put your hands on top of your stomach. And then we're just gonna feel your belly rise and expand as you fill your belly with air, or fill your abdomen with air. Just gonna breathe in, preferably through the nose, into the stomach, and in. And breathe out. And in. And out. In. And out. In. And out. Two more. In. And out. In. And out. And that concludes today's Tabata circuit. Try to make it as challenging as possible while also keeping everything to where everybody, I think, can have an option with every exercise. If you've enjoyed the workout, please share it with anybody who you think might benefit from it or would enjoy it. If you like the video, feel free to go on to our Facebook page, Brown Fitness and Performance, and like our posts. I'm also posting on my own Facebook page with a lot of similar posts about fitness and nutrition and other things as well. And of course, right now is a time of either being quarantined, or if you're watching this video at a later date, maybe you're traveling. This is geared towards those that may have minimal equipment available to them. Like you saw today, I only used pretty much a pair of bands, and you can utilize other just body weight variations of a similar or the same exercise. Feel free to tune in to our upcoming Facebook Lives, which are going to be all week long at 7:30 a.m. every morning on the weekdays, and of course Saturday morning at 8:30. I like to do that because I like to sleep in, and I'm sure you guys like to sleep in just a little bit as well. I think that extra hour really makes a difference on a Saturday morning. And of course, for those of you that want individual attention, I am catering to my own Brown Fitness and Performance members over online or via online training and virtual training. If you'd like to know how I can help you with a more directed program, please shoot me a direct message with the line of "tell me more," and I will shoot you those details over. We'll be right back with you with those details. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Tomorrow is Easter Sunday, so happy Easter everyone who is celebrating. If not, enjoy the weekend. Talk this week.